Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Yes, hi. I'm still alive. Have not been here in like 2 weeks? Maybe longer. Maybe it's been 3 weeks. I'm not sure, but at least the last 2 weeks of my life has been it's been interesting. It's been long. It's been it's been all the things. Hold on. That should be better. My hand's still glowing. That's fine. My hand's glowing on YouTube. That is fine. So how is everyone? How are you? Hi. So okay, we're just going to go right into it. This is not a normal episode. This is going to be more of a deep dive of a situation where we're going hard on the Scandoval. I said Scandoval, not Sandoval. Scandoval and the most extra. Yes, if you watch Vanderpump Rules, then you know the Tom Sandoval used to date Ariana Madix, and then all of a sudden, just 2 weeks ago, we find out that for a good 6 months he's been hooking up with Raquel. What the actual? This is a true WTF moment, if there was ever one. Like, this in Bravo world is crazy. This has shooken up the community like no other. Where do we begin? So there's just go from the beginning. But here's the thing. I want to keep structure. I want to keep what I have planned for this podcast. This is also going to be a trigger warning. I'm not going to go too deep, but it is going to be a trigger warning for probably a few minutes. Okay, so please give me a minute or 2 or 5. You could always fast forward or put me on mute if you're watching this live, but this is going to be a trigger warning. Okay, so this broke on a Friday, correct? Well, that Saturday, my body actually started to miscarry baby number 3. I'm not going to go too deep into it. You could go onto my YouTube. I do have a full video there where I talk about it there and I release my emotions there. All of that. I have learned that my YouTube vlogs are like, they're perfect diary entries. I don't know how else to tell you, but it's like, and it's a good release. I like talking on camera. It's a great release. It's great therapy, and it's free. You just got to pay for the Wi-Fi. But anyway, long story short, in the middle, right when all of this craziness broke, I was also going through a miscarriage. So I was missing a lot of bits and pieces of this drama. I know we're going to go back into the drama. Like I said, I'm not going to go too much into it. If you want to watch and see more or hear more about that situation, that's on my YouTube. And if you're wondering how I'm doing, ironically, I'm okay. The first week of the physical pain, it was hard. And then this week, I'm not in so much pain. And I feel pretty good. And to be honest with you, the fact that I'm already a mom and these 2 boys are already keeping me busy, I find that to be a huge blessing. And for women who go through this that don't already have a child in their life, my heart goes out to you, because I cannot imagine women that go through this and they have been trying to make a baby and they just can't. I don't understand why I'm so fertile. I wish I could share some of my eggs, but I'm a fertile myrtle, and that scares me. And I have to laugh because I don't want to cry. But the fact that these 2 boys are keeping me occupied, my mind focus somewhere else, so I don't overanalyze. I don't beat myself up for certain things, because who knows? It could be because for some odd reason, this pregnancy, I was very annoyed. I was very frustrated. I was very on edge. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but that is my truth. And I really did my best to keep that like level because I'm like, oh, right. Then on top of that, when I first found out I was pregnant, that weekend I went to the museum, did a lot of walking. Plus, if you follow me or know anything about me, you know I love to walk, and I walked 4 miles Monday through Friday to go pick up William. 2 miles like to get William, and then 2 miles back. So that could have been a lot. Plus, I have to carry the stroller up and down, and sometimes I have to carry AJ up and down. So it was probably a lot on my body just in general. So, and plus I just turned 35, and honestly, it is what it is, and that's not a woe's me that's not a woe's me thought. I don't know how else to explain it, but you know how when someone's like, oh, it is what it is, and it's just like they're just like depressed about it. Yeah, I'm kind of sad because I was like hoping it would be a girl, and it would be nice if it was a girl and have this little girl boss these two boys around. I did picture that. I did fantasize about that. I'm not gonna lie. But overall, at timing of this family, baby number 3 would be a lot. So it is what it is, and I'm good. I'm pretty much over the worst of the pain. My emotions are good. All of the things. We're back to normal schedule. Once I'm done, I'll wrap this little segment up. We're going to go straight into the Scandoval situation, and I'll feel like things are back to normal. Like when I'm talking about pop culture, things will feel back to normal. So, like I said, last week or the week before, maybe it's been 3 weeks. Oh my God. I think it's been 3 weeks since I've miscarried. Today I'm filming this on a Monday, and it happened all on a Monday. Well, you'll hear about it if you go to the YouTube. But anyway, sorry, it's sidetracked. Hi, how are you? Mom brain right there. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, wow. Okay. So all of this is, we're just going to go right into it. All right. Sorry. I lost my train of thought real quick. Okay, so we're just going to go right into the Scandoval situation. This is a Bravo-related episode. This is a deep dive into the timeline. Plus, I took notes on 2 podcasts that I listened to, and yes, I will let you know which ones those are. And this is Vanderpump Rules related. So if you know the Scandoval situation in Vanderpump, you already know which path I'm going down. Okay, so here we are. So this timeline that I got. I have to admit, this is not my timeline. I have to give credit to the Instagram account, Bravo Holic Data. I will have this marked. I need to remember. I wonder if I could do it on YouTube. If not, it will be in the Spotify notes. So for sure, if you go to the Spotify podcast of the WTF Pop Culture with Serafina, you will see the tagline or whatever. You'll see the ad. So like I said, Bravo Holic Data. All right, so this all starts back in November 2013. We are introduced to Ariana as a bartender whom Sandoval was training at Sir. Okay, so we know. So now, Sandoval and Ariana have been together for 10 years now. Okay. This has been officially 10 years of Ariana and Sandoval, and this is how they begun. In the next month, Kristen, who is Sandoval's current girlfriend at that moment finds evidence of Tom and Ariana's relationship and confronts them both. And I remember watching those episodes, and freaking Kristen came off so crazy, so nuts, so holy smokes, Batman avocado toast on a cracker. I don't know how else to explain it. But she was like a ninja when it came to finding stuff out, and freaking Tom lied through his teeth left and right. And I have to admit, I've really been tempted to go back and rewatch all of the episodes and just see see it in a different eye. Leave in the comments of YouTube, and I believe you can now leave comments on Spotify if you can. Can someone please test that out and like say, hey, like Team Ariana or something? I'm curious how that works out. So anyway, and also if you have started to repeat and go back and watch all the episodes of Vanderpump Rules with a different view, please tell me and tell me to go back as well once I have the moment and time to sit down. So February 2014, we're in the new year. Tom and Ariana announced their dating in season 2 reunion. Bum bum bum. All right, November 2024, Sandoval asked Ariana to move in. And I have to admit, and this was nuts, because I even remember Kristen coming in like a club dress, and she was gonna get the mail and stuff, and Ariana was sitting on the couch like, what are you doing? Like, why are you here? What the hell? And Tom's just like, just like stupid. His like freaking narcissist like face when he like, even though he loved he loved it. Sorry, he did. Okay, so November 2015, season 4, we see Tom and Ariana couch shopping to redecorate. Okay. Then December 2015, Raquel and James meet during a New Year Eve party. Okay, that's important because now 2015, here comes Raquel, who is the mistress of Tom. So that is why that is important. Okay, so Raquel, who is now Rachel, but I have to stay true to Raquel for a while until we get to the end, and when we find out that her name is really Rachel. We find that out 2 episodes ago when this was filmed. She said it to Oliver. Oliver, who is Giselle from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills' son, who works in Vegas as Lisa Vanderpump's like busboy, I believe. So, hold on, let me get some tea because I feel like my voice is like weird. Nice cold English tea. Nothing beats it. Oh my god. And it's cup 2. Holy moly. Okay, so we meet Raquel finally December 2017. Now we've gone 2 years. Raquel makes her debut on Vanderpump Rules as James' girlfriend during season 6. Okay, so that's how we get introduced to her. But they've been together for 2 years. All right, so fast forward to February 2019, Sandoval and Ariana buy a house together. Tom compares it to getting married. Okay, this is very important too, because this is, if you've seen every episode of Vanderpump Rules, you know that Ariana doesn't want to get married. She doesn't want to have kids. And can we normalize the fact that it's okay for women to not to want to have kids? And I say that as a mother, and I'm very grateful to have my kids, and it's good and it's great. But at the same time, let's not pressure women into that life anymore. That is a lifestyle that we just need to adapt as a normal thing and allow women to not want to have kids, because to have kids, it's a big responsibility. And you're not as free as you think you are. You really have to wait like 18 years. And if you have multiple kids, that 18 years, it goes back. You got to start all over again. So you pretty much have to wait 18 years from your youngest to hit 18 and move out, and then you're finally free. But you're not really free because you're probably still going to sit up and worry about your kids that night. So you know what? It's an ever-ending mind fuck. Pardon my language. But honestly, I want to really say, let's normalize the fact that it's okay for women to not to have kids. And Ariana has always been vocal about that with Tom. So the fact that Tom, like, I don't know. I will get to that part at the end because I feel like it's going to jump the gun in the timeline and the story of all of this craziness. But I will say Ariana has always been vocal about that, and he has always heard her and said, okay, yeah, whatever. So apparently getting the house was like getting married, and then their kids were their animals, like the dog and the cat. So duh. Okay, I understand that. Okay. if you don't want to have kids but you have a lot of animals, it's similar. You still have to keep those bodies alive. Animals are bodies. They have a heart, they have a soul. You have to keep them alive. Okay, so don't get me wrong. Okay, so let's get back to this. I digress. I'm sorry, but I want to stand up for women who don't want to have kids. If you don't want to have kids, amen, sister. And if you've decided that early, even better. Okay? All right, so April 2019, Raquel begins to work at SUR. Okay. So, yeah, we start seeing her on a daily. And mind you, okay, so here's the thing. In December 2015, James and Raquel met, right? And here is the rumor, or here is allegedly what happened. Apparently, Raquel has been a fan of the show for a very long time. And she went in there with a mission because James was also being the DJ that night. And hold on. Oops. Sorry to the podcast people. You just heard my alarm at 12. I'm supposed to go pick up William right now. But since the miscarriage, I'm on bed rest. So, until further notice. Okay, but they don't say where that was. Whatever. Okay. So I tried to see if they told me what club James was at when Raquel met. And it was like love at first sight. But really, now all that we know, was it love at first sight or was it a woman on a mission? And if you're watching this, please leave a comment. Do you think it was love at first sight when she went there to go see James DJ, or do you think it was woman on a mission? Personally, I think it was a woman on a mission, knowing what we know now. Okay? She was a fan of the show. And there's nothing wrong with being a fan of the show. Hello, you're looking at one right now. But I feel like she wanted to be on the show, and she was trying to find a way in, and she was like, oh, I'm just got to date someone, and James seems to be the easiest one right now. Okay, this light right here. Oy vey. Hold on, guys. I'm trying. Okay, that should be better lighting on YouTube. I apologize. Okay, so it's kind of weird. It's weird. Am I wrong in this weirdness? I don't know. Okay, so May 21st. Right? Are we already in 20? Yeah, okay. So obviously everything shut down in 2020. There's no 2020 in this timeline. So there you go. All right. The gardener is not here while I film. Are you freaking kidding me? This is so not fair right now. Holy smokes. Give me a second. Okay. Alrighty. Just for sound purposes, I do apologize about that, and I do apologize for the last minute or so if you heard me go and jiggle with my door, with my window. I don't even know what part of the house is which. Hello to my mind. Okay, so yeah, hello. There's no record of 2020 at all in Vanderpump Rules, according to the Bravo Holic data. All right, so May 2021, Sandoval helps James plan an epic vacation to Palm Springs and proposal. Allegedly, Tom Sandoval helped pay for the engagement ring to Raquel. So yes, they went to Coachella in 2021, and they apparently James. Oh God, still going back, and even there's a rumor that last year, a year after this, 2022, a year after this freaking moment, that's when Tom and Raquel first made out. But here's the thing: if you remember, in TMZ and all of the tabloids, they were all saying that she made out with Schwartz. She didn't make out with Schwartz until she got to Sheena's wedding in August. So honestly, when in 2022 was Coachella? Like, put that in the comments for me so that, and we'll know the timeline of their first kiss compared to their first hookup in August at Sheena's wedding. Okay, so that's May 2021, and then December 2021 season. I didn't even write down the season. That's really cute, Sarah. All right, so Ariana participates in a creative photo shoot to help raise money for Raquel's nose job. Plus, Raquel and James break up 7 months after the engagement, and they do that. She does that at the freaking reunion. She does that on TV. And here's the thing: if you were watching the current season right now, I think the current season is season 10, I believe. She was even saying a different way that she was going to break up with him, where she was going to leave the ring and leave a note saying she was done and pack up everything and just leave. So she was like, I can't judge the girl. I honestly can't judge the girl, because one of the ways I broke up with the dude, it wasn't pretty, it wasn't cute, but this is how I did it. Okay, so I was dating this guy for maybe 3 or 4 months. My mom was on location. He would come over to my house on the weekends, and we would hang out, watch movies, all the things. And come on, I was like, 20-something? We weren't just watching movies, guys, okay? But anyway, so we went through that, and one weekend, something came over me, and I'm like, I am so over this. I am over this. I am over this. This guy is disgusting. Like, I hate to say that, but like, I was just like grossed out by everything all of a sudden, and just wanted to be alone. Didn't want to be bugged. Just bleh, right. So I finished up the weekend routine with him. My grandma helps me drop him off at the Red Line station in North Hollywood, and as my mom drops me off, or my grandma drops me off within like 10 minutes from the station. And I know that it takes him like 45 minutes to get to like Union Station. So while he's on the train, I think I left a text message of us breaking up. I don't remember what I said, but it was basically, we're over, I'm done, like adios, peace out. And he called me, and this is so bad. I ignored it. I kept ignoring it, and then my mom calls and goes ballistic on me because he broke up with Chris. What the hell? I go, yeah, I'm done. I'm over. I'm bored. Like, whatever. Like, I'm good. Peace out. And she's like, oh, that's so bad. Going back, yeah, I know that's so bad. I know that is so bad. Am I proud of it? No, I'm not. But I did it. Okay, so like in this moment with Raquel, I can't judge the girl on trying to break up the engagement in however way she did it. She just had to freaking do it. She was just going freaking insane and she just had to freaking do it. So in that regard, I understand. All right. And plus, let's face it, James is kind of intense. Like, I freaking love James. He's California sober ish. And I can appreciate a California sober because I right now am practicing California sober. If you don't understand what California sober, you barely touch alcohol and you touch nothing but the green. Okay? You smoke it, you eat it, you consume it whatever shape or form, you know? So that is California sober. But here's the thing, to piss off James and for him to go off on you, you don't want to be on the other side of that. I don't want him to ever go off on me. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, no. Okay, so we're going to jump into the next year, March 2022. Katie and Schwartz announced their divorce. Okay, so that is when all the craziness happened. And then the next month, April 20. Oh, okay, so thank you to anyone who has replied about the Coachella thing up until this point, but it was April 2022. So almost a year from now, Raquel and Tom have hooked up. Yes. Holy smoly. That just clicked. Yeah. So back then, we all thought it was Schwartz and Raquel hooking up at Coachella. No, 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 no. Like I said a while ago, we had the wrong Tom this whole time. It was freaking Sandoval and Raquel hooking up at Coachella. What the hell? Okay. All right, so June 2022. The affair begins with Raquel and Sandoval while Raquel moves in with Ariana and Tom after Raquel breaks up with James. So yeah. And apparently there's also a rumor that there was like a threesome, like a throuple situation. We do know that Ariana is bisexual. I do believe she's hooked up with Lala. No judgment there. So hey. So that part, I admit, I do believe could have happened. All right. So, or maybe that was okay. I'm sorry. That was for July. I switched. I'm so sorry. Or no, that is June. Okay, July 2022. The season 10. The season of Vanderpump Rules that's currently on right now. In March 2023, season 10 started filming July of 2022. All right, so fast forward to August 2022. Tom Sandoval starts touring with his band, Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras. Yes, if you read the title of this video, I did play along with that band because here's the thing. I have issues with him starting the band. Not the fact that he started the band and got this creative outlet and stuff like that, because this, to be honest, him to be in a cover band does make sense for him, absolutely, but the timing of him starting that band is ridiculous. He wanted to disassociate. That's what he wanted to do. He disassociated from his relationship, from the restaurant. Hello, he was supposed to be freaking staying in Los Angeles with Schwartz and focus on Schwartz and Sandy's, their new restaurant, and maybe Craig, the other dude in the partnership, wouldn't have be so angry at, and they would have opened on time. Maybe they would have opened in August when they wanted to. If you watch this season, that's not a big spoiler because right now we're honestly come on, let's face it, we're all focusing on Raquel and Tom right now. We're not really watching anything else but that. But it is weird that Tom started that band when he was supposed to be focused on the restaurant. Come on, even look at Schwartz. And I am so sorry about this freaking gardener right now. This is just my luck. All right, good to know on Mondays to record before noon, way before noon. I apologize. So anyway, okay, I think we kind of hear it. So anyway, look at it. Schwartz and Katie broke up because of the band. Not because of the restaurant, because of the stress, because freaking Schwartz put his heart and soul and lost a big part of his savings and his marriage. All right, a relationship that he was invested in. And we could say a lot about that relationship. And to be honest, I think I am going to do another deep dive on that relationship and rewatch Vanderpump Rules, because it's a lot on both ends. But if you, it's just, it makes me mad. Okay, so October 2022, Katie and Schwartz's divorce is finalized. Hello, we were just talking about that. Then we jump into January 2023. We're finally into this year. Allegedly, Schwartz finds out about Sandoval's and Raquel's affair. Also, apparently, according to Kristen in the Veil Files podcast, and I do have some notes from that, because that is one of the podcast episodes. That's one of the podcast episodes I'm going to briefly go over. Is in December of last year, Tom told his mom about the affair. I want to know how did the mom take it? Did the mom want to slap her son? I really want to know that. I'm sorry if that was graphic for you, but like, if you think about it, like, did she want to slap her son? All right, so February 2023, Sandoval and Schwartz appear on What Happens Live for Vanderpump Rules for season 10, yada yada. And that's an interesting interview. We got to look that up. I think I'm going to do a live reaction to that, and I think we're just going to make this little mini series. All right, March 1st, 2023. Okay, now we're getting closer to the situation. Okay, so Sheena and Raquel appear on Watch What Happens Live, and which afterwards Raquel tells Sheena about the affair, and apparently Sheena hits Raquel or whatever. And we see the photos on TMZ, and it looks like a little black eye under her right eye. But if you see the latest episode of Vanderpump Rules, it's like she has dark circles or a booty mark, and then she could cover that up really well with some kind of concealer, and then it's like nothing ever happened. It's like magic concealer. But there's scratches and stuff. But according to Kristen in the notes that I took in the Veil Files podcast episode, she didn't that stuff was away the next day. It was like all staged. Like, she's basically playing the victim. And I have to agree with Kristen on this. Raquel is playing the victim in this, because I'm sorry, but it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango, and we're not going to go after Ariana and say this is, you lose them how you get them. All right? Like, that is something no, we are not doing that in this episode. No, not over here in this channel at all. Okay, so Friday, March 3rd, when this all starts, news breaks that Ariana called it quits in the wake of the cheating scandal. So this is what happens. A few days, so this is Friday, so this probably happened. So on a Wednesday or a Tuesday, they were out at a show, and his phone fell out. And apparently that is when Ariana found inappropriate videos of Raquel doing inappropriate things to herself. I'm trying to keep that as classy as possible on Tom's phone. And that's how all this started. Okay, so Sunday, March 5th, so Saturday, there's nothing really Saturday. There was a bunch of stuff coming out on social media. That's when we first started hearing about how there's this one rumor that is insane, and I believe, according to the mid-season trailer for Vanderpump Rules, I think it is true, because now you do see Raquel and Tom kiss on camera when she was staying there at their house, that apparently at 4:00 in the morning, Ariana almost caught Tom with Raquel. Like, she had come downstairs and he was leaving Raquel's room, and Ariana goes, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" She goes, "Oh, I was bringing her." Tom replies and goes, "Oh, I'm bringing her water," at like 4 a.m. Like, she can't walk herself, Tom. Like, she can't use her little Bambi legs to go get water herself. Please. So Sunday, March 5th. So that's the first day I went to the hospital. I was at the hospital 3 days in a row because hello was my first miscarriage. I didn't know what was going on. So this is very triggering. Like, also another thing that's very triggering is cleaning my bathroom and doing laundry the same day. So I can't do those on Saturday. I did it yesterday on Sunday to break the chain, to break my like little mindset from it, my little trigger. And oh man, did I clean the bathroom so good. I felt so good after that. I'm like, okay, yes, we're somewhere, we're good. I know that sounds so silly. So Sunday, March 5th, Sandoval issues his first public apology. Okay, let's look for it. Give me a second. And it was, from my understanding, it was embarrassing. We're going to read it here real fast. I do apologize that I do not have any kind of graphics still. I can't figure out StreamYard, and I think I have to go and I'm going to have to buy a monthly subscription of it. It is what it is. What are we going to do? Right? Okay, so this is Tom's first public apology, and it was really bad. It was really bad. It says, "Hey, I fully understand and deserve your anger and disappointment towards me, but please leave Schwartz, my friends and family out of this situation. Schwartz especially only found out about this very recently and most definitely did not condone my actions. This was a very personal thing. Also, Schwartz and Sandy's might have my name on it, but also there are 3 partners and 20 employees who especially rely on the restaurant for income for them and their families. Just like Tom Tom. I am a small part of a much bigger thing. Please direct your anger towards me and not them. They did nothing wrong. I'm sorry that my partners Craig, Brett, and Schwartz and our employees have to suffer for my actions. I will be taking a step back and taking a hiatus out of respect for my employees and partners. I have some things to address. I have some time to address everything. Sorry for everything. See, and that was the problem. That was such like an egotistical, like it was egotistical and narcissist thing. He put his business into it. Like, I don't even think a Capricorn would do that. Like, where was Ariana in the first apology? Like, he did not mention her at all. And it's like, what the hell? Okay, so let's go on to Tuesday. Ironically, Tuesday, that was the last day I finally went to the hospital. Oh yeah, by the way, I was like at 8 hours at UCLA on Tuesday when all of this was happening. And because I was on I couldn't scroll on my phone because I was trying to save battery. I couldn't really get lost into this scandal. And then when I came home from the hospital, it took me a week to like recover, obviously. I literally just took the rest of the week off. And then last Monday, a week from today, I feel like I woke up from like the dream of all of that and went, What have I missed in Scandoval? Holy schmolies. Like, I've been like trying to catch up for the last week. And this week it looks like things are slowing down. So that is why we're here doing the deep dive now. So on Tuesday, March 7, 2023, Bravo announces that Vanderpump Rules resumed filming, and Raquel issues a restraining order against Sheena for allegedly slapping Raquel after what happens live. So yes, they apparently did like a special little episode about this. There is a filming of Ariana and Tom like in the mid-season trailer for Vanderpump Rules. You see Ariana yelling, and it's like obviously she's not yelling at her friend, and that's got to be Tom. So you see that. The restraining order makes me giggle. Just gonna end it there. All right, and now finally by Wednesday, Sandoval does another apology and finally mentions Ariana. Here it is. I want to first and foremost apologize to everyone I've hurt through this process. Most of all, I want to apologize to Ariana. I made mistakes. I was selfish. I was reckless. I made reckless decisions that hurt somebody I love. No one deserves to feel the pain so traumatically and publicly. I could only imagine how devastating this has been for Ariana and everyone around us. I feel really horrible about that. My biggest regret is that I dishonored Ariana. I never meant to disappoint so many people, including our loving family and friends. My love for Ariana was stronger than any camera could have ever captured. I'm gonna have so much to say after I read this. All right. My love for Ariana was stronger than any camera could have ever captured. Some of our best times together were never filmed. The same goes for some of our biggest struggles. I wish things happened in a different order and our relationship was not severely tarnished, and it ended up with the same respect for her that it begun. I owed Ariana better. I am beyond sad that it ended the way it did. The choices I made hurt so many people. I acted in a way that clashes with who and how I want to be. I will continue to reflect and work on myself. I have work to do and always have and always will. Tom. He's a narcissist. I don't know how else to say it. It's like, I feel like Katie when she said, hide your boyfriend. Okay? Tom's a narcissist. Okay, I said this in my stories on Instagram a few days ago, but honestly, a narcissist is going to do what a narcissist is going to do. Like, do they really ever really love you at the end of the day? I don't know. But like the few narcissists that I have been with, I'm like, I don't know if they really love me or they just wanted the attention. But that's not what it's about. It's about Ariana here. And then on the same day, even Raquel finally released her statement. And let me look for that. Give me 1 second, y'all. Wait. And it's funny. While all of this was happening, she even fired her publicist. Yeah, she fired her publicist or her PR team or something like that. So, okay, this is her first public announcement or apology on March 8th. Okay? I want to apologize for my actions and choices to Ariana. My friends and fans so invested in our relationship, there is no excuse. I am not a victim and I must own my actions. I deeply regret hurting Ariana. In the time since this came to light, I am reflecting on my choices, speaking to a counselor, and I'm learning things about myself, such as my patterns of of codependency. Where did I get D from? And addictions to being and feeling loved. I have sought emotion validation through intimate connections that are not healthy without regard of my own well-being. Sometimes negatively affecting others and often prior, I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying that word. The intimate connections over my friendships. I am taking steps to understand my behavior and make healthier choices. Although I choose to be on a reality show, accepting the good and the bad that come with it. Beyond my own actions, I have been physically assaulted, lost friendships, received death threats, and hate emails, in addition to having my privacy violated. I have been counseling to end my unhealthy behavioral cycle, learn to set stronger emotional boundaries, and learn to protect my mental health. I don't expect sympathy, understanding, or forgiveness. Right now, I must focus on my own health and well being as I thrive to be a better person moving forward. I will I can't say that word today. My mental health and learn from my mistakes. I can now see Kristen's. I can see Kristen now. I can see Kristen's thought, because what was Kristen's thought on that apology? Okay. Give me a second to find it. Okay. So Kristen, and even I have to agree with this. We think that the PR wrote it. Plus, it was a crisis statement. Doing the work and going to therapy, right? Kristen's thoughts are Raquel isn't truly sorry. Plus she's playing the victim, which I completely agree with on that. Then March 9th, Ariana returns to social. Oh, yeah. And that is how all of this started for us. Like, we woke up a Friday morning to all the Bravo accounts, even I think TMZ. It was a lot of people saying, oh my God, Ariana deactivated her account. And that was insane. We're like, holy schmoly, what is going on? So she finally returns back to back and what she says is beautiful. Let's find Ariana's post when she comes back. Sorry, it's taking longer than I thought. As I have the caffeine burps, I apologize. But you know. Okay, so while all this was happening, like the first weekend of this happening, she actually had to go to Mexico for a friend's wedding. And so that for her was actually probably a really big blessing to kind of distract her and keep her in a positive way. Because some of the footage, some of the stuff that we got from paparazzi, she was dancing and she was having a good time with her friends. So you know what? I think that is really healthy for her that was happening during this. Because March 9th, when she came back, this is what our little homegirl wrote. And she goes, I want to express the most sincere gratitude for the outpouring love and support I have received from friends, family, and people I have never met in the last 2 weeks. When I have felt like I couldn't stand, you have given me the strength to continue and seen me through my darkest hours. To say I have been devastated and broken is an understatement. However, I know that I am not alone. So many of my closest friends are also grieving this loss right now and reeling from this betrayal on so many levels. I am so fucking lucky to have the best support system in the world. I hope I can repay every single person for the love you have shown me. What doesn't kill me better run. Love, Ariana. I'm sorry, that last line, like, it gets me in so many ways, and like, it, oh my god, it's like she's gonna be okay. She will be okay. All right, so yeah, that's how she comes back, and she unfollows Sandoval. She I can't. Sandoval, Schwartz, and Raquel. She unfollows those three. Plus, Raquel sends out a I'm not a deceased. Assist and a cease and assist to the entire cast and deletes indecent video. Or okay, to go and delete indecent video. Pretty much, Lala. Hello, if you've been watching anything about this, you know that whole saying, send it to Daryl. Yeah, she sent some stuff over to Lala, and Lala went to stories and went ham on her like Lala would. It was lovely. So March 10th is Bravo announces Kristen's return to Vanderpump Rules. And all right, and this isn't an official her back. She's gonna come back every episode like she was. No. She's only coming back to talk about this moment. This moment. That's it. That's the only time we're gonna see her. And I completely understand because her and Stassi, they did their time and they are both in a much happier place, and that is all we could ask. All right, so fast forward, March 23rd is when the Vanderpump reunion is scheduled to film, but here's the thing, March 29th is when Scheana and Raquel have their day in court. So what's going to happen at the reunion? Rumor has it that Raquel's going to be on a scheduled Zoom, but according to to Raquel, on the Veil files, Scheana can't be on the Zoom together. So yeah. I've already been on here for a good chunk of time, and I don't think I have time to go over the notes that I took for the Veil File podcast. But honestly, that was such a good episode. Like, Kristen just you pretty much see that she was Ariana's mouthpiece. That's what it was. And it was just, we got a lot of good dirt. Like, we did get confirmed that we found out that Schwartz found out a month ago or 2 months ago, apparently. You just hear a lot of really good shit. Pardon my language. But it's not like stuff that we haven't already discussed, because I did go and put pieces in with that. So with that said, what are your thoughts about this Scandoval? That's what we're calling it. We're calling it the Scandoval. This really did shake up the Bravo community. We have not been able to talk about anything else the last 2 weeks, now going on 3 weeks, like this in a very long time. I don't even remember the last time we were like so fixated on a situation. Like, this is insane. Like, not only did he break Ariana's heart by cheating on Raquel, but he broke all of our hearts. Like, we were like all like, to quote freaking Tyra Banks, we were rooting for you. We were rooting for it because we saw Tom be with Kristen, because back then Kristen was toxic as hell. She'll even say it. She said it in the Veil File episode that she was toxic. So she was toxic in that relationship. He was toxic to her. It was a toxic relationship. We saw that. Like, hello. And he ended up cheating on her with Ariana. Okay. And for the last 10 years, it's been Ariana and Tom, and they've had what we think this understanding of love, and it's just a happy situation. No, Tom is just an ass. And here's another thing. It makes me wonder, is it because Ariana won't have kids with you, won't marry you, and then all of a sudden you want that life? But hello, dude, you're in a band. You just created a band. So if you have a band, how are you going to be a dad? It does not make sense, because that even makes me worried, because while you were opening up the restaurant, dude, you panicked, dissociated, and created the band. So if you become a dad and the woman is pregnant, whoever you knock up is pregnant, and all of a sudden it hits you at like the 6-month mark that you're going to be a dad, what are you going to do? How are you going to dissociate? right? Am I wrong in this? Am I wrong in that thought? I don't think so. But you could say so in the comments. But here's there's that, and it takes two to tango. They are both equally at fault in this. Tom is one of those guys, he's a narcissist. Like I've said that many times in this episode. He is a narcissist through and through, to the point where he just wants to get validation from anybody and everybody. And Kristen said this in the episode. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. You just go listen to the thing, and for the podcast, I actually have to wrap up because it is going to close up in 5 minutes, or I don't know if my whole episode is going to be deleted. So, wow. So everyone, if you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe. If you please leave your comments on YouTube. Go find me on YouTube, podcast listeners. You could see different videos that you will not see on this podcast. Or if you need to see the visual side, that is where you can find me. Also, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Just look up Serafina. And it's the same photo that you see on YouTube. But yeah, I'm just so in shock over Scandoval. And like I said, leave your comments. I really want to have a conversation about this. And holy schmoly. And also at the end, if anyone else is listening, I need help with StreamYard. StreamYard professionals, hit your girl up, please. I love you. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for giving me grace the last few weeks while I heal from that miscarriage. I really am okay. I promise you I'm okay. I'm good. I am right now disciplining myself on a normal routine for content creation and mommy and household wife life, all the things, and just trying to stay very focused on my discipline routine and, sticking to prayer and all the things. So, on that note, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next week.